And you two guys get so bonded that, you know, when you get around Travis over there, you know, you notice something peculiar about him. If you're not careful, you know, you won't like it. And so you want to be careful that the bond that you two guys have causes you to not bond with Travis. All right? Because in a small group, you begin to develop a relationship with someone pretty quick. Now, what I want to talk about, though, is something far more dangerous than that. That can happen. Divisions can happen, and we should not let them happen. Amen? Amen. Now, what should a leader do when he notices or suspects? I said, now, what should a leader do? The squad leader, the leader of this Bible study. Just 2 stripes, that's all. What should he do when he suspects or sees, or the Holy Spirit nudges him or her and says, warn that person not to be alone with so-and-so? We did. It was so long. So what should the leader do whenever the Holy Spirit sees a couple from the opposite sex communicating a lot at this small Bible study every week, kind of sometimes getting over there, talking all alone? What should he do? Yeah, you're right. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. But okay, yeah, but he's still, the point I want to get at is, it's not necessarily how he does it. We know he should do it right, properly, but he needs to speak to them because they're going down the wrong road. All right? That left untreated, undealt with, can and will lead, listen to me, to disaster. I'll speak from personal experience from my home church. Chum. Everybody say Chum. Chum. Let me tell you, Chum is a good looking dude. Tall, dark, and handsome. And Donnie, his wife, was pretty. And they were starting to bond. And it ended in disaster. Because Chum was bonding with another man's wife. Oh, but when we get together, now listen, I was there, I heard the story. But when we get together, we just have so much in common and we just connect. Exactly. You can't connect with a guy? Yeah, but I mean, when we get, we're just so on the same. No, you're not. Okay? Does the Bible say someplace? Now, I know it does, but I'm just asking you. Abstain from all appearance of evil? Yeah. You know, whatever looks evil, we need to kind of stay away from, all right? So, yes.
What if they're both single?
What's they're both single? They still need to be warned. Because they're well.
But they're developing a relationship.
Okay, but they need to be warned. Okay, so he notices that they're getting chummy, they're separating, so he gets with them and said, hey, I noticed that you guys are getting really friendly with one another. Are you starting to have affections for each other? Yeah, Pastor, how'd you know? So, well, I just want to encourage you to realize that you're both Christian and that it's obvious to the rest of us that you guys really like each other. And keep it holy, keep it clean. You know, don't sin in your bonding, okay?
Don't be alone together.
That's a good suggestion. And if you can't handle it, don't be alone. My wife and I, that's kind of the way it was for us. We knew who we were, and so as much as we could, we were always with someone when we were home, rather than be alone. So, but that's a good question. Thanks for it, but if it's someone that one of the couples is married and the other one isn't, it needs to stop. Period. And the leader needs to put his foot down. You got to quit. All right. The corporal just put his foot down. It's not the pastor. It's not the state overseer. It's not the general overseer. It's not some big cheese. It's just the guy that says, the head of the Bible study. But he's been given authority by the pastor to make sure that things go right. And he says, you got to quit this. So what should they do? Thank you. What about everybody back here? He's up here, they say, I think they're afraid I'm going to slap him. The rest of them figure you can run out before I get to you. But no, hey, it's just Travis. Who does he think he is? He just runs the Bible study just because it's his house. No, the pastor has spoken to him and said, look, you're going to have a Bible study. I'll put my blessing on it. I've talked to the council puts our blessing on it. So now he has our authority, and we have our overseer's authority, and he has God's authority. See what I'm saying? It just goes. Who is the head of the United States military? The president. So all the authority right here, when he says squad, right face, but you better turn right. Forward march, you better march. Because he's speaking for the president. So in a Bible study, the person that's at the head of that Bible study has the authority, and he needs to say to this person, you guys are getting too chummy. You need to sit over there, and he needs to sit over there. Find somebody else to bond with. Now, you're going to take offense, because you're going to say, who does Travis think he is?
What does Travis do when this couple refuses to sit over there and sit over there?
Hey, we got something going on here. Can we get that, whatever it is?
No, it's him talking. He's preaching to be recorded.
Oh, it's me coming in? Well, you get two sermons for the same offering?
You hear that? His preaching is coming here. It's coming here to speak.
Speakers. Well, it was.
No, it's his voice.
No, it's right there. It's his voice.
All right, we have a question here.
Okay, what happens when Travis says you sit over there, you sit over there, and they go, no, we're not going to do that?
Then you ask
And
them
and
nice.
so Travis goes to you, right? Okay. No, you don't show more George, that's not loving. Yeah, and when that whole Bible study person goes to one above him, it would be you.
Okay, this is a good question. All right. Should the church tolerate open rebellion?
No.
Okay, the scripture's clear about it. Now, most of you have never seen real authority in action. Meaning, someone disfellowship for acting out. Did you know the Bible tells the church to do that? To separate people from their body if they cause division, and if they cause trouble, and if they cause rebellion. What did God tell the children of Israel to do in the Old Testament to someone that caused rebellion?
Cut them out of camp.
Do what?
Cut them out of camp.
No, it was worse than
Well,
that.
I meant, they're going to stone them.
Stone them.
Yeah. Rebellion is witchcraft.
What if there's a woman in our congregation that starts making the rounds to the men? Now, you're all adults, right? What if there's a young, pretty woman in our congregation starts making the rounds with the men? How many men should we let her get to before we say, excuse me, Joanne? Well, closing is one. Joanne, I understand that you have lost at least 2 men in this congregation. And I'm just warning you now, if it happens again, you're going to be disfellowshipped. Does that sound hard? Why should it sound hard? What if the next guy's at Hollywood and she takes him with her to hell? Is adultery condoned in the church? Is it accepted? Does the Bible say adulterers are going to heaven? But we got a woman causing men over and over repeatedly in the congregation. The pastor should use his authority and say, you're out. Now, the Bible does tell us, I mean, it's a long, drawn-out process that maybe while she's out there, she'll repent, and the Bible says that we should accept them back, okay, from the body. And that's the thing where somebody has to be called out so that unity can remain. And it starts in the home Bible study sometimes, yes.
But if you don't do what you said that you should do, you're inviting sin into your camp.
Exactly.
And then you're going to have
So it
things.
shouldn't get to pastor.
Yeah, you're allowing it to happen, and then God will take care of the person who's supposed to take care of it. But what I'm trying to point out to you here is this, that this is something that you've not seen. It's not done. But it's because pastors are afraid, because then it reflects on them, and his boss is going to say, what happened to you when you went there, that church was happening, and now it's done. Because that happened to me by a very close friend of mine, who was my boss. And I told him, I said, I just want you to know, Brother Sheeks, it wasn't going when I got there. Because the Sunday school superintendent was looking at girly magazines. Everybody understand what a girly magazine is? Do I have to explain it to you?
No.
Okay. Good, you got it. All right. So, and the ladies president was a bona fide witch. Not just a name. Okay. So these are kind of the things that was going on in that congregation. When I got there, I cleaned it up. And so, you know, it reflects on the leader. Well, what are you doing over there? You're tearing that church up. Just doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm getting rid of the trouble. If you got the piano player and the song leader, we're supposed to cut it out. All right? So that's the whole thing about authority. If you don't understand authority, then you're going to resist it. And I'm going to tell you, you're an American. You were told in the 60s, nobody can tell you what to do. But when you become a Christian, you submit to God's ordained authority. All right? Now, if you're taking the scriptures, write these down, okay? Romans 15. Well, yeah, I might do that. Romans 15, 16. And then, yeah, that's good enough. Just look at that, and you'll see that. Don't look at it right now, but take it home and look at it, study it, and realize that the Bible tells us that we're not supposed to do things that cause other people to stumble. All right? Now, as a Christian, listen, being a Christian is not for girls, sissies. Being a Christian is not for sissies. Because it takes real character to obey the commands of Scripture. Now, this whole setting right here talks about people that drank and ate meat. And there were people in the early church who didn't believe that you should drink wine, and there were those that believed that you shouldn't eat certain meats. All right? The Jews weren't supposed to be eating pork. So they were judging the Gentiles who were eating pork. Paul had to come along, straighten all that mess out. He said, look, the kingdom of God is not meat and drink. It's not go. So what our life, how it affects other people is important. And the authority of God cannot set upon a congregation that's fighting, that's sinning, that's doing their own thing. His anointing sits upon a group that has one thing in their mind, and that's glorifying God. All right, the best that they can. Now, so someone tell me what some of the main goals of basic training are. Okay, now, I realize I went back to the military all of a sudden. But I've been using an example of Doug. He was in the military, and then Travis is, he's got a Bible study going in his home, and he's responsible for those 6, 8, 10, 12 people. And they are to be submissive to him. All right, according to Scripture. All right, so now, what are some, now you people have been in the Army, how much time? I mean, I know it's been a long time. I know it's back when Moses crossed the ocean. But still, you can probably remember a couple things. What are the things what are the goals of basic training? What were they trying to do with us? Teach us obedience. Who said that? Yes. You weren't even in the military, were you? Okay. Absolutely. Teaching the soldiers obedience is important, yes.
Teaching them to work together.
Oh, excellent. Teaching them to work together as a team. Now, Roger's back there. He was part of a recon group, and he was part of like a small squad, about 8 or 10.
10 to 16.
Yeah. So they had to, it was important for them to work as a unit. Could not be doing different things, okay? So good comment. What else? Yep, physically fit. You can't fight a war if you're not fit, right?
They strip them of their old habits. They strip them down.
No, they get rid of them first day, buddy. You know, first day, you don't even smoke first day. I mean, you got bad habits, they take them away right then. I mean, they take your clothes away, they give you other clothes. They take your shoes, they give you other shoes. You have to send all that stuff home.
But if you have laziness, a habit to be lazy about things, I'm sure they deal with that,
Okay, what is another, okay, what is another thing that they're doing in basic training? What's that? Learning how to take directions. Yeah, that's good. That goes along with being a team and learning and being obedient. Yeah, who's back there?
Your general order.
Huh?
General order.
Oh, yeah, amen.
You have to trust each other.
Trust, okay, building trust.
They all learn the standard operating procedure.
Oh, yeah, I got that on there. They learn the SOP, Standard Operating Procedure of the military. This is the way we do things around here. You and your mama and your daddy may have did it in other places, in other ways, but when you're here, you do it like we do it. All right? Now, you're doing real good, but you haven't come up with the...
They teach them warfare, they teach them cocktails.
Thank you. They teach them how to do warfare. We learned how to use an M16, how to throw a grenade, how to shoot a bazooka. That's what you would understand. They called the law now. I think they even got a newer one now, right? I mean, they got grenade launchers, and they got, what's the little things that shoots things?
Mortars.
Mortars. They teach you all that stuff in basic training. And so they teach you how to do warfare. They get you in physical shape. They teach you obedience. They teach you teamwork. They teach you how to work as a unit and how to do warfare and how to obey. Because in a war-like setting, you challenge the person above you who's only acting on orders. Anybody here ever watched Gunsmoke? Okay? Here the other night there was a show on a young lieutenant come back, he's just getting his first assignment, and he come back to his home area, and he was doing something, and all he was doing was following orders. But the people there, they couldn't understand that. He said, I'm just following orders. They didn't understand. He could not obey. And he could not obey. Okay? Ben Cartwright, Mr. Good Guy, little Joe and Hoss, they just bring their heads. I don't understand it. Guys just nuts. Well, even if he was still... Bonanza? All right. Sorry. I got him confused. It was Bonanza.
I'm thinking, what is he talking about? I'm confused.
All right, so one of the things, now Dick mentioned that there were 3 general orders. I still remember the first one, okay? I will faithfully guard my post, and I will not leave my post until properly relieved. Now that's word for word the way we know it, okay? I will faithfully guard my post, and I will not leave my post until properly relieved. That's the first general order. And here's another thing they taught you. You obey your last command. Gamberville told you to guard that post, guard that door, guard that building. You guard that building until someone of higher rank came by. Another corporal couldn't do it. You have to be a sergeant. You have to be Sergeant Plester. Come by and say, hey, Gamberville, don't guard that door, guard that one. All right, so then he obeys his last command. Now, what if Plester gives him the wrong command? Is he held accountable? No, because he's following orders. He's being obedient. But Plester's going to come under fire because he's giving him the wrong orders. So once you understand authority, all you have to understand is you just need to do as you're told. I want to do this so bad. Will you forgive me? Everybody promise to forgive me. Look at you. You're all hesitating. I want to promise that you'll forgive me. Just do as you're told, ladies. Just as you told, ladies.
You just drop back out of
I'm
pride.
trying to help you out, man. I'm trying to help you out, man.
You said no, we run the house.
Well, you
You
know
weren't
what?
here last week when I said something like that, and your husband went, "Amen."
But you know what? They're under,
I said,
you know,
"We're no books now, right?"
they're under God. They're under God, so they're even, you know, their authority over us is even as harsher authority, you know. So principle.
All right, we're gonna have to quit. All right, we're gonna have to quit here, but we'll start next week here. And now listen, we're headed somewhere. I'm gonna talk about the denominational structures and how they're run, and how many millions and millions and millions of soldiers that God has. How is He organizing them? How is He structuring them? How is He getting them to do anything? Millions of Christians. I'm going to give you some figures. And then a week or two later, we're going to get into, remember the three battlegrounds is the heart, the mind, and the mouth. We get into that, boy, we get into some goodies. But we got another week or two on this authority structure thing, and I want to share with you. Next week, we'll start with this whole idea about, we have Christian liberty, right? The Bible says so. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, I think it's 2 Corinthians 3:17. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is what? Finish it. Everybody knows it. But the Bible says in great ideas and great questions, and let's stand for dismissal. The children have been left about 5 minutes, so the teachers out there praying more. Come on. Hurry up, Pastor, get done. Hallelujah. All right, Brother Richard, would you ask the Lord to pray? Would you pray? Ask the Lord to bless.